You're listening to Pastor Stephen's Daily Devotion. May the revelation of the Spirit of Truth set your life free. In the midst of a world that demands us to constantly prove ourselves by the standards of success, combined with the subtle influence of churches teaching the same thing wrapped in phrases like "take over the domain" and "be the salt and light of the world," we often, without realizing it, begin to associate ourselves with figures like Joseph and Daniel. They become our role models for excelling in the secular world, even within the system of Babylon. For many of us, they seem to be the ones most relevant to our careers and the pursuit of worldly success. This morning, I felt as though I was in a dialogue with the Holy Spirit, asking, why is it so rare for people to desire to be like Jesus and to do what he did on earth, when in fact, Jesus lived a life completely independent of the world system, living solely by what the Father spoke? I realized that there has been this assumption, who knows from where, that what Jesus did only belongs within the four walls of the church or in religious events. So we start thinking, it doesn't seem fitting to use Jesus as the example for impacting the world beyond the church walls. It seems far more relevant to use Joseph or Daniel as our role models instead. This is the very problem we've had all along. A religious spirit has confined Jesus within the four walls of the church. Yet Jesus performed mighty works, demonstrations of power, and countless miracles in the ordinary rhythms of daily life, even in the midst of society. He went to every layer of society, demonstrating the power of the kingdom to overthrow the world system, the devil, sin, and death itself, the very sources of human suffering. This verse keeps resounding in my spirit. 1 Peter 2:9, ESV. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. John 14:12, ESV. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I do, and greater works than these will he do, because I am going to the Father. Jesus modeled the life of a priest. He stood in the Father's presence and carried out his will on earth. He served the Father entirely, for he is indeed our great high priest. John 3:13, Indonesian literal translation 3. And no one has ascended into heaven except he who came down from heaven, the Son of Man who is in heaven. Hebrews 3, verse 1, ESV. Therefore, holy brothers, you who share in a heavenly calling, consider Jesus, the apostle and high priest of our confession. What kind of life do we desire today? Are we willing to walk in and long for the same life as Jesus, even doing greater works than he did? How can we proclaim his mighty works if we ourselves are unwilling to experience them, unwilling to partner with his kingdom to demonstrate his power? This morning, I was led to reflect on the journey of God's church, which seems to be drifting further and further away from the divine and the powerful. Ironically, because it has grown so similar to the world, the church has begun to chase after the world's standards of success until its very essence has been reduced to entertainment. My prayer this morning was, Lord, never give up on us. Deliver us from the complexities of this life imposed by the world. Set us free from this wicked system so we can stand freely before you, serving you and demonstrating your power in the midst of society. We are not ordinary people. We are priests, a holy nation, and we will do greater works than Jesus did. Teach us to build a measure of faith like his. We don't need some complicated revelation to do what Jesus did. We just need to read, believe, and obey what he has commanded. Amen. I am fully convinced that the Church of God will once again walk in the divinity and power of God in a mighty way. Amen.